Good day, my dearly beloved in Christ. Welcome to Moments of Grace and Mercy. I am Reverend Father Vincent Samanero. Today I'll be reflecting on Matthew chapter 21, verse 28 to 32. It is all about the parable of a man and his 2 sons. The first he sent on an errand, who initially agreed, but later on refused to go on the errand. While the second, whom he approached, at the first instance refused, but later thought it wise and obeyed and helped his father on that errand. This parable Jesus told was basically for the Pharisees and the scribes. The first one represents the Pharisees and the scribes, who initially first accepted the faith, were the first people to receive that faith about monotheism, but eventually began to backslide and condemn others. And the second son represents the Gentiles and the pagans, who at first didn't know about Christ or about this faith, but eventually embraced it with gusto. Indeed, this particular parable is very paramount, is very important in this period of Advent, a period in which we're in the month of December, a time that is the last month of the year, the Gregorian calendar, and also marks the beginning of the liturgical calendar. It is possible that some of us have made some resolutions in January, but unfortunately, we are beginning to backslide. We're not able to fulfill them. More so, some of us could be making new resolutions. This parable comes in place for us to know that there's a possibility for us to also backslide. Let us keep it in mind that in terms of spirituality, nobody is ever stagnant. It is either that we are moving backwards towards being a devil, or moving upwards towards becoming like angels. Let us keep this in mind. In this parable that we are learning today, it is also a lesson for you and I to know that we are not supposed to condemn anyone. And also keep it in mind that we've come to realize that sometimes when we are born into the Catholic faith, we are being given the faith at the platter of gold. Our parents taught us the faith, what our catechism teachers taught us. But unfortunately, as we begin to grow, we begin to backslide. Unlike those who were like converts as adults, we even become better, embrace the faith with grit, and are doing better in it. Let us keep it in mind at this moment that it's not all about what our catechism teacher has taught us, or Father A, Father B, Father Purple has taught us. But let us have a personal encounter. What is your own perspective about Jesus Christ? To be more ingrained inside this faith. Let us also keep it in mind at this moment too, that we're not to condemn anyone. We should know that whatever we are, whatever grace, whatever position we find ourselves in spirituality is all by the grace of God. And if you have not been doing well before, there is always a fresh opportunity. Advent is a period of hope, a period of expectation, a period in which we have more opportunities. Christ came even when we're still sinners. He said he has come for the sick and not for the healthy. So let us take this opportunity and be able to return to Christ, and also remain firm and steadfast, remain constant in full and empty stomach, to have a constant relationship with God. God the Father of mercies, we present our lives before you, O Lord, and ask you to give us the grace to remain ever constant and faithful to you through Christ our Lord.